Good evening, this is Digital Asset Guy. Welcome to Digital Asset Guy Evening News. Thank you for being with me. It is just an absolute pleasure to talk to somebody about crypto. Hope you're doing well. We've got a really red day today, and I will be honest with you. It looks beautiful to me right now. It really does. Thanks to some experience, 10 years in this space, doing crypto 8 hours a day, 4 to 8 hours a day, constantly looking at the charts, watching YouTube, talking to friends who are in crypto. I was able to kind of realize when we were at the top here, blockchain backer kind of helped me out. Not really any other chart analyst, to be honest. And I'm so thankful that I had the guts to go ahead and make a move and sell pretty much at the top. And it really looks like the top now that we're down this far. Bitcoin is down. If we look at it on the month, we're down 20%. That's a lot for Bitcoin in a month. If we look at it at the all-time, yeah, it's down a ways. It doesn't look pretty. It looks pretty to me because I unloaded a lot, and I'm getting ready to buy more. Now, anything I say in this video is not financial or investment advice, just my personal thoughts, opinions, beliefs, and philosophies. Everything in this video is strictly for entertainment and educational purposes only. Do your own research, but to me, I can't be more excited to buy Bitcoin. This is honestly, in my opinion, an opportunity to buy more crypto and to restructure my portfolio where I have more Bitcoin and exposure to altcoins. It's just, honestly, I could not be more excited. If this wouldn't have happened, if we would have blasted off and went to the moon and I pulled coin market cap up and it said $250,000 Bitcoin, $17,000 Ethereum. Heck, Tether was even up to $10. I'm just kidding. Tether is always at $1 because it is a stable coin. But if it said XRP was at $27, that might have been the most crypto I ever owned because it kind of got away, and would never come back down to these prices. But guess what? We get to dip back down here again before the Clarity Act is signed and all the fireworks really start, like the big boys who really know what they're talking about, and big girls. There's plenty of them. But like Charles Hoskinson calling for a $250,000 Bitcoin. Tom Lee, same exact number to the penny. If these things do happen, which I am in the belief that they will eventually, I mean, it's just inevitable, this is just an opportunity. I mean, heck, I remember watching Cardano go from a penny to $1, and then all the way down to 15 cents, and then retrace back up to 36, which you want to watch these retraces because I think we're about to probably have one for Bitcoin. And then come down and sit in a bear market at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cents for like years. And then it goes from basically 3 cents to $3. Like people say, oh, well, you hope that it goes back up. No, I've been through enough of these things with different coins to know that it does. It's what crypto does. It's the nature of crypto that it's volatile. It's a gift. That's how you make money, and that's how you profit. If it didn't go down, you wouldn't ever be able to buy any more. It'd be kind of over in a lot of ways. So that's the beauty of it. And I think people are really starting to catch on. Like this week, I had 4 people contact me, saying, I want help with crypto. I want to do it correctly. I know that you know a lot about it. I see you posting. Help me out. And I think it's because they're starting to finally wake up and realize when it goes down and the media says it's over, it's bad, we're never coming back. It's not true because it's just not, because people are starting to look at this, things like the all-time crypto total market cap, and see it goes up and it comes down, and then it goes up and it comes down, and it never comes down as far as it was before. So when people tell me like, oh, why did it go down? I tell them it didn't go down. This is higher than this. Do you see that? This is higher than this. Even though it's down from the local top, it's not lower than the previous bear market. It's stair-stepping up every time. Like, I think they really know. They just want to pretend like they don't understand so they don't have to take action, honestly. But again, not financial or investment advice. All right, one very important thing I want to talk about is I Trust Capital. Excuse me, still fighting this terrible allergies. I'm allergic to tree bark, and every fall it's so bad I cannot breathe, to the point years ago, before I realized I was allergic to tree bark, I almost went to the hospital one fall because I just couldn't breathe, and I'd have this feeling like I inhaled dust or something. It's awful, and I cough, and it's just awful. Anyway, bear with me. I Trust Capital. This company changed my life. I'll just go ahead and say it changed my life. You can own your crypto inside of IRAs. They have the Roth IRA, which is probably the best investment vehicle for investing in crypto or really anything. But I am not a financial advisor or a wealth management expert. But I'm just going to say I'm not even going to go there. Just, this is a great place. And if you open an account, you can own your crypto inside of a Roth, which is tax deferred. A Roth IRA, you've already paid tax on it. So when you take it out of there, when you're 65 or 58 and a half, whatever the rules are, you've already paid the taxes on it. And then there's all kind of rules, like if you've had it open for 5 years, you're allowed to take some money out, depending on whether it's gains or contributions. Again, consult your financial advisor. Although a lot of financial advisors, they trash talk crypto because they don't know anything about it and they're afraid of it, or they're not paid to talk about it, so they're not going to. So anyway, I'm going to eventually have a link below which has a referral code where if you click on that link and open up your account through my link, you will get a $100 free funding bonus. So I remember when I opened mine, I did not have that, but that's something you should take advantage of. It really is $100 free if you get started. So I'd appreciate it. Go ahead and click the link below. Contact me if you have any questions about it. But this company, it's an absolute game changer. There's 1% is the 1% trading fee, whether you're buying or selling. People, this is huge. I'm not going to talk about other crypto exchanges, but they're way higher. And I was even skeptical myself with iTrust until I went ahead and took the leap and opened ones, mainly so I could own crypto inside of a Roth. But then I also opened a premium custody account, which is not an IRA. It's just a regular account to hold crypto in. But it's still only 1% trading fees, buying or selling, and it truly is. There's no hidden fees. It's 1%. If you click the link below, you get a free $100. $1,000 will get you in the game to open an account and fund it. And that's all there is to it. And I Trust, they're an actual custodian. It is their job to custody your crypto, unlike other exchanges where it's, an exchange is to buy and sell. And if you get iced out or you get locked out or your account is, you can't get in for whatever reason, they're kind of like, yeah, good luck, but we got your fees on the buying and selling. iTrust is not that way. It's a one-stop shop to buy, sell, and also hold, store, custody, whatever you want to call it, but place to have your crypto where it is safe. So you want to check them out. It's an absolute game changer. Going along with the market today, I took a screenshot. I think right now we're even lower now. Bitcoin's at 85.5. In the screenshot I took today, I said, now is not the time to go to sleep. Now is the time to wake up. Folks, I have people, family members included, where they go to sleep at times like now, where prices are down. And, the saying is buy low, sell high. People do the exact opposite. And in times like this, I never hear anything. They're not interested, And then when we're up at all-time highs, they're calling me saying, hey, I think I'm going to buy some. And I just can't even. But so anyway, again, not financial or investment advice, but in my opinion, it's times like now where you need to wake up and pay attention. Okay? I mean, it's just that simple. You buy low, sell high, rinse, recycle, repeat. Or if you don't sell at all and you just keep holding, that works in crypto too. You can just do nothing and still win because this is a brand new asset class. It's not going anywhere. And even though it's volatile, the trajectory is up. We went from 0 to 4 trillion in 15 years. Nothing else has come close to that in any of our lifetimes. It is a fact. Blockchain backer. Excuse me. Blockchain backer posted this today. This is just a shot of the Russell 2000. See how it butted up against basically all-time high. It barely broke out into a new all-time high, but went down. In my Facebook group and also my Instagram, I posted this reel where I was talking about this months ago, where I was just getting the feeling that we may be going into a bear market. This is what I said. Good evening. Digital asset guy here. Let's talk about this crypto market. I'm having a lot of people reach out asking what's going on. So right now, the crypto total market cap has barely broken into a new all-time high. That's with Bitcoin and Ethereum and all the altcoins. And it's kind of a decision time where we're either going to go into price discovery and sort of have an expansion, or we're not. So if you go back, this is not crypto, this is the Russell 2000, but crypto's very correlated to the Russell 2000. It's all part of blockchain backers' thesis. And right here you can see we did barely break out into a new all-time high, and it looks like we did not go past and break out into an expansion, but we just barely made a new all-time high and came back down. Will we reverse this and get some great news that the China trade deal is done and everything's great again? Maybe, but it kind of is looking like it's not. So, which is fine because, I believe that it'll get back there sometime. See how we have these little kind of corrections and then we keep going up? We could be looking at something like that. Nobody knows. But anyway, that's what I was talking about in that video, that reel. Here's Thinking Crypto, my good friend Tony. And this is who we call Crypto Mom, Hester Pierce. Highlights the need for new crypto-specific rules. Nothing that tokens are not intrinsically securities, but can be sold as part of a securities offering. So in the whole Ripple versus SEC lawsuit, or I like to call it the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit because Ripple kicked their butts. Basically, the SEC sued Ripple claiming that XRP was an illegal security. When something is a security, basically it means that anyone who buys the product is guaranteed profit based on the efforts of the entity that they bought them from. So the SEC lost because Judge Annalisa Torres ruled that XRP in and of itself was not a security of Ripple, because Well, basically, in the courtroom, if you read the transcript, there was a time where the judge asked the SEC, "Can you produce any contract between Ripple and any XRP holder guaranteeing them profit?" And the SEC basically said, "No, we can't. Sorry." And the judge called them hypocritical, which basically drew the line in the sand, saying this case. That's why I think the whole case from the beginning, I don't want to get all conspiracy theory, but it kind of made no sense, and it set the tone for the Clarity Act. I believe the Clarity Act was born of the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Anyway, here's Hester talking about securities law in relation to crypto.
Have a token that is not itself a security, but is offered in a transaction that is a securities offering. And so thinking about how that applies, I think that's really caused Congress and us at the SEC and others to think about what kind of rules make sense here. Congress, as you said, or as you alluded to, has the opportunity now to write a new framework.
Sure.
And so thinking about what kind of framework makes sense, it will definitely be done in light of the cases such as Ripple and other cases.
So anyway, you can go watch more of that. Thinking Crypto is just a great podcast and YouTube channel. Tony's awesome. I have yet to meet him in person, but we've talked online before, and he's just awesome. I was hoping I would meet him at XRP Las Vegas, but he didn't attend. Hopefully he'll be there next year. I just typed in XRP Las Vegas up here. Just to show you, it is a great time. I just bought my ticket for XRP Las Vegas 2026. That'll be in April. I could not be more excited. This is not just a conference, it's a movement. It's about the people. It's like a big family. I say it felt like a family reunion, even though I had never met any of the people in real life. Here is the one and only Eleanor Terrett. I was at that actual party she was at, and I did my little interview with her earlier that day. There is Bree Teresi. I did my interview with her that day. Let's see. I'll show it to you in the shorts. She was actually wearing that exact blue dress. And here it is, right here. There's me and Bree. She asked to interview me, and I actually was shocked that she wanted to, but it was just a great time. And there's Jake Claver. He has a pretty wicked $1,000 price prediction for XRP. There is Brad Kimes, drummer. We talked music at XRP Vegas. It was awesome. But you just meet people who, it's just crazy to have so many people in a room that are, all on the same mission. Here's Brad.
They really are not. If they do well, I would say some, even the XRP family, it's like, look, the Bitcoin community is not our enemy. They really are not. If they do well, we're going to do well. We might do better. It's just
I remember when he said that we might do better, everybody started laughing. There's John Deaton, who's running for office in Massachusetts. There is Quincy Jones. You just never know who you're going to see. Oh, speaking of who you never knowing who you're going to see, there's me and XRP Megalodon. I remember he asked to take a picture with me, just blew me away. This guy is a smart, savvy business guy who just kind of got into XRP. I have an interview with him on my YouTube channel. You can go watch. There's him with Brad Kimes and a bunch of different people. I think there's DAI, but it's just such a community at XRP Vegas. I recommend it to everyone. So go check that out. I think might still be an early bird special on pricing, but the pricing looked a little expensive to me the first year I was going to go, but man, after the experience I had and meeting all these people and the interviews and things, it was priceless. Okay, so don't worry about the price, seriously, especially if you're in crypto. The connections you make and the people that you meet, it really is priceless, and you never know what's going to come from those things. If I've learned one thing with my journey in crypto, I used to kind of turn my nose up when people would say, you can't buy happiness, money doesn't make you happy and things. I used to say, come on, yes it does, but it does to a point, and then, money can make you happy, but it doesn't automatically. You have to know what to do with the money. So spending money on this conference was one of, some of the best money I've ever spent besides investing in crypto. But it's about the people and the memories. It really is just absolutely amazing. So that's just something to think about. And there's other conferences that I may go to, but the XRP community is just unlike any other. And I have a whole playlist that's Digital Asset Guy stories from XRP Vegas.
Hi, everybody.
And they're all on here. You can watch them all, and you can see what it's all about. Hopefully I'm going to have more from this year at Vegas. But anyway, now is not the time to go to sleep in this market. Now is the time to wake up. This is an opportunity. It's not just an opportunity, it's what we do in crypto. When it goes down, you do your thing. When it goes up, you do your thing. The volatility is a gift. That's the nature of crypto, and it may not always be this way, so take advantage of it. All right, I'm going to let you all go. To all a good night. The Digital Asset Guy is out. Thank you.